Jai Mahamaya Ki Jai. In our last discourse, the Ashvin twins' proposition, the beautiful princess, will go on with chapter 5. Vedavyasa said, O king, hearing their words, the princess began to tremble, but holding on patience, she spoke to them in reserved terms thus: You are the sons of Surya, and you are acknowledged deities among the gods. Specially, you know everything. I am a chaste, virtuous woman. You ought not to speak to me in the above manner. O twin devas, father has betrothed me to the Muni, practicing the Yoga Dharma. Besides, I am chaste. How can I behave like a prostitute? This son is the witness of the actions, good or bad, of all people. He is therefore looking on our actions also. Besides, you both are born in the family of the high-souled Kassapa. Thus it is utterly wrong for you to utter such irreligious and infamous words. You know well the course of Dharma, what is religious and what is irreligious in this world, which has got nothing substantial. Hearing these words, the Ashvins were greatly surprised and afraid of the Muni. Spoke again, O princess, we are very much pleased to see your chastity. Therefore, O beautiful woman, ask a boon from us. We will grant it for your welfare. O honored woman, we, the physicians of the gods, will certainly make your husband exceedingly beautiful and young. O smart and intelligent one, when we three will be exactly the same in figure, age, and luster, you better can make one of us your husband. Hearing these words, Sukanya became greatly amazed and went to her own husband and spoke everything that they, the gods' physicians, had said. Sukanya said, O husband, the Ashvins, the Surya sons, have come close to our ashram. I have seen the two devas and their bright bodies. Seeing me beautiful, they were overpowered with passion and told me, we will be sure make your blind husband young, bright, and give him 2 eyes again. But you will have to make one condition, hear it. Your husband will be exactly like us, and you will have to select your husband amongst the 3 of us. O Holy One, hearing this as strange, I now come to inform you. Now judge and say, what am I to do now? The Deva's Maya is very difficult to comprehend, the more so when I do not know their intentions, O omniscient ones. I will act as you desire. Chivana Muni said, O beloved, go just now at my word to the Ashvin twins and bring them, O auspicious one, before me. What more shall I say than this? Go and observe what they say as early as possible. There is no need to think over this matter. Thus, getting the permission from her husband, Sukanya went immediately to them and said, O Ashvins, you are the chief gods. Now do as you say. I agree to observe what you desire. Hearing her words, the 2 devas then went to the Muni's ashram and told the princess, let your husband enter in the midst of the water. The aged Chivana Muni went down quickly in the midst of the water to attain a good form. Next, the 2 Ashvins entered into the water of the tank. A few minutes later, the 3 persons came out of the tank. All were equally bright, equally beautiful, young, and their limbs were decorated with earrings and various other ornaments. They all spoke simultaneously. O auspicious one, there is no other woman beautiful like you, especially your face is very clean and fair. Therefore select any one of the 3 of us as your husband. O fair one, whomever you love most, choose him. Sukanya then saw their bodies are equally bright and beautiful, not the least difference to be found in age, voice, or dress. She became doubtful on seeing their equal appearance. The princess, not being able to distinguish her own husband, became very anxious and thought, what am I to do now? Whom to choose? They are exactly the same. I cannot distinguish my real husband. I won't ever select anyone who is not my husband. Therefore, my death is well nigh. What to do now? The 3rd form seen now may also be a Deva's son. Thus cogitating, she resolved to meditate on the highest Prakriti, the Divine Mother, the most auspicious one. Then the thin-bellied princess began to sing the hymns of the Bhagavati. Sukanya said, O World Mother, under most painful circumstances, I take refuge under thee. Preserve my chastity. I bow down to thy feet. O Devi, salutations to thee, born of lotus. O thou, the dear consort of Shiva. Salutations to thee, O thou favorite of Vishnu, O mother of the Vedas, O Saraswati. Salutations to thee, O mother who has created the world, moving and unmoving. Thou art preserving it without any least excited. Again, thou art swallowing up for the peace and well-being of all. What more, thou art the most powerful mother of Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Thou art illuminating the understanding of the illiterate, and thou art always granting liberation to the jnanas. Thou art the prime Prakriti in the fullness, and the beloved of the prime Purusa. Thou grantest bhakti and mukti of the souls that are cleansed and pure. Thou givest pain to those who are entirely void of knowledge, and thou grantest happiness to those that are embodied with sattva guna, O Mother. Thou bestowest siddhi, fame, and victory to the yogis. Being merged in an ocean of bewilderness, I come now to take refuge unto thee, O Mother. The two devas are playing hypocrisy with me. Thus puzzled, I can't fix my mind whom to select, therefore I merge in an ocean of sorrow. Save me by showing me my real husband, O omniscient one. Knowing my vow of chastity, dost thou enlighten me so that I can know my husband. Thus pleased by Sukanya's prayers, the Devi Tripura Sundari then imparted to her the pleasant sattvic jnana, the knowledge pertaining to all the sattvic guna. She then looked again at the three personages, and there were similar in appearance and beauty. Instantly she recognized mentally her husband and chose him. When Sukanya selected the Muni Chivana, the two devas became greatly pleased to see that. The two devas were pleased by the grace of the Bhagavati. They were further pleased to see the dharma of chastity and granted her the boon. They then bade goodbye to Chivana Muni and were ready to start to their own places. When the Muni, very much pleased to get through their grace, his beauty, youth, and wife interrupted them, saying, O high-minded devas, you have done much good to me. I used to feel pain every day in spite of my having this wife, having good hairs. But owing to your mercy, I cannot describe how happy I am now in this world of woes and troubles. I am very aged and blind and was without any enjoyment, but it is you that coming to this forest has brought me my eyes, youth, and exquisite beauty. Therefore, twin devas, I desire to do something good in return to you. Fie on him who does not return anything for the good that he receives from a beneficent friend. That man remains indebted forever in this world. Therefore, I am desirous to give you to now whatever you want, even if it's very difficult. I am greatly blessed at your great deed. Therefore, be kind enough to speak out whatever you want. They began to consult with one another, and then they said, O Maharishi, we have got all our desires by the grace of Father. Still, it is difficult for us to drink some libation along with the other devas, and we thirst after that very strongly. At the great sacrifice of Brahma in the Golden Mountain, Indra and the king of the devas ordered us not to drink soma, as we were physicians. Therefore, O knower of Dharma, O ascetic, you will certainly do us a great favor if you can make us drink the soma juice. We would be very glad and have our desires satisfied. Thus, hearing the words of the Ashvins, the Muni gladly spoke to them the following gentle words, O twin devas, I was blind and aged, but now I've become young and beautiful man, and it is by your grace that I've got back my wife. Therefore speak this truly before you, that at the great sacrifice of the lustrous king Saryati, I will gladly make you drink the soma in the presence of Indra, the king of the devas. Hearing these words of the Muni, the twin Ashvins were greatly pleased and went back to the world of the devas, and the Muni Chivana too returned to his own ashram with his beautiful wife Sukanya. Here ends the 5th chapter of the 7th book on the getting of the youth by Chivana Muni in the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam and the Mahapuranam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Vishveshvari Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai.